I know in previous movies such as
Straight Out of Compton. I don't know the rest. That's all.
you be like Straight Out of Compton, a crazy name, ice cream.
Burn.
Enterprises.
Thank you for coming to our channel. You could have been anywhere else, but you're here with me. Back with a new movie review. I'm JB.
I'm Ken.
And today we're gonna be reviewing
Black Adam.
Yes, Black Adam. This movie is directed by. I do not want to murder his name, but I think I'm gonna do it anyway. Jaume Collet-Cerra. Might know from previous movies that he's directed, such as
The Orphan, the first Orphan.
Yes, he directed the first Orphan.
Yes.
All right, so let's go ahead and get into those actors and actresses. This movie is starring the most electrifying The Rock.
The Rock. The Rock.
All right, so you might know from previous movies such as
Central Intelligence.
Okay. Yes, he was in Central Intelligence. Give me another.
He was in shoot, I just had it on the tip of my tongue. He was also in Fast and Furious.
Yes, he was in Fast and the Furious.
Yes.
Unfortunately, he's
Yeah.
all right. Also starring in this movie, we have Pierce Brosnan. Might know from previous movies such as
He was in Mrs. Doubtfire.
oh my gosh. You know what? That's not okay.
He's also in
That's
Die
pretty good.
Another Day.
Yes, 007.
Yes.
That's what I thought she was gonna go with.
Yeah, I couldn't get it out. I couldn't get it. First
yeah,
thing.
that's nice little throwback though. He was in Mrs. Doubtfire. Okay, I see it. Also starring in this movie, we have Aldis Hodge.
Yes.
Might know from previous movies such as
Straight Out of Compton. I don't know the rest. That's all.
you be like Straight Out of Compton, a crazy name, Ice Cube. Yes, he was in Straight Out of Compton.
Yes, he was.
All right, so let's go ahead and get into that plot.
So Tef Adam receives powers that he is like, he receives the powers. He goes on a little vengeance, want to give revenge, and then he like disappears and then he comes back into the modern day world. It gets weird.
I'm just laughing because you actually said Tef Adam.
Yeah, because I was
obviously
trying
she wrote that down. Yeah, so you have a guy, he had an interesting past, and he made some choices, and based on those choices, he actually was imbued with powers. And so when he got those powers, he didn't really handle them the best way. So now he's woken up in the current state of what's going on, and he has a chance to redeem himself. So will he actually do that, or will he fail? All right, let's go ahead and get into our likes.
Well, I actually like the villain in this movie. I think the villain was kind of unexpected, and yeah.
You sure you like the villain?
I mean,
I think I'm side-eyeing you if you like the villain. I mean,
it made sense. A lot of times,
okay,
don't make
so
sense.
the motive.
So the motive of the villain made
Gotcha.
sense to me this time.
So when you got to
it wasn't some weird
when you got to the brass tacks of everything, it was
freaky
like,
deaky Dutch. Yeah,
Okay,
it was
yeah,
good stuff. Yeah.
because that can be a little thing sometimes. You'd be like, yes, I remember that time where you pushed me down the steps.
Right, you'd be like,
and I
what?
was 5 years old. Be like, what?
What? That's what we're fighting for.
That's what you.
Yeah.
That's what you did all this for.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I can see it.
Mm-hmm.
So you like the motivations of the villain.
Yeah,
okay.
I like the motivation of the villain. I did.
Motivation. Okay. Any other likes?
I like the plot. I like the setting, the plots, what took place, why it took place. Everything made sense and tied up like a little, nice little bow. Everything tied.
She has been obsessed with bows lately.
Yes, everything tied up nicely. I like the way the plot came full circle.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I think I want to say one of my likes is the action.
Oh,
definitely
okay.
about that action, boss. I definitely. It was giving me. I don't know if this is a bad thing, a good thing, or at this point, when it comes to the movie industry, different movies are gonna be similar, or you might see, things that remind you of them. So this definitely reminded me of a couple of different movies, which I don't think is necessarily a bad thing, but
I'm laughing because like that's kind of one of my dislikes. But go ahead. Yeah, I don't. But it might be a comic. It might be a comic book thing.
Wait. So,
you want me to run that back? Oh gosh.
As Marco would say, let's spin the block. What do you mean? That's one of your dislikes. The action was your dislike?
No, not the action, but the fact that it reminds you of other movies. Like I don't like that. I want stuff to be original, I guess.
But in this day, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And then I don't know if it's because it's a comic book thing. Like, oh well, every comic book. DC, Marvel may have followed the same type of formula, pattern, or whatever, but there's so many similarities in this movie that I was just like, man, this seems the same. That's all.
Okay, so here's the thing. I feel like they kind of took points and keys from one of the persons that used to be a very strong, intricate part of the DCEU. He pretty much helped launch the DCEU. And that's Dan Snyder.
Jack Snyder.
No, what did I just say?
Zack Snyder.
Yeah, Zack Snyder. I said Dan. Who the hell is Dan Snyder? I think he's a coach.
Yes, Zack Snyder.
Zack Snyder. So one of the movies that it obviously made me think of is the 300. And I love the action, in the 300.
I saw some scenes from there.
In the 300 there. So I like. Again, I like the whole, the slowing down and speeding up, accentuate. What am I trying to say?
Accentuating.
Yeah, that word.
Yes.
Different, when it comes to punches and dodging and, just the movement, I like it. So I think they kind of, took that and they continue to use that as a vehicle to do so.
Yeah, he did that in the Snyder Cut too with the Snyder Cut of the
yeah. So I mean, that's what he does. So like I said, so I really enjoy the action, and so I mean, you have to have a lot of action.
Yeah,
it's freaking Black Adam. So So I mean, if you're not gonna have the action in there, then
what's the point of the movie?
Right, you're gonna be wasted.
It's like going to see Deadpool and Deadpool's not Deadpool. So,
so Black Adam was definitely Black Adam.
Yes, he was.
That's another thing too. So I definitely like his idea of him being, an anti-hero.
Yes, I do too.
And you kind of wondered, what is this? This is a movie PG-13 now because this mug was teetering. Was it able? Yeah, it was PG-13.
Wow, but it was teetering.
It definitely was teetering.
Yes,
I wonder what was the haggling like. Okay, we take this out.
Keep this in. Yeah, we're gonna put this in. Yeah.
Yeah, but they was definitely teetering. But I like the fact that they was teetering, and I like within that what they was able to play into, The Rock definitely used all of that he could do. I mean, it's definitely giving me Deadpool vibes where you have that anti-hero who's like, I mean, I guess I'm a hero, but I'm definitely gonna be unorthodox. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you ain't with it, get out my way.
Yeah.
And so I like that as well. And I like the acting. The acting was, to me, I really like the acting. And I think that came mostly from Pierce Brosnan and Aldis Hodge. Like I like Aldis Hodge's character, like that the Hawkman and the way he was able to like in the scenes. I mean, of course, The Rock has charisma out the wazoo. You know what I'm saying? And so when you're in scenes with him, sometimes you gotta match his energy, and everybody right. Everybody isn't able to match his energy. And Aldis Hodge was like, what's up? What's good? You know what I'm saying? Hawkman, what's really going on? So I definitely like that. And Pierce Brosnan and the difference in his character and the way he was able to apply things and how he went about doing it. I like that as well.
And what are they called? They're called the what?
Justice Society.
Justice Society. I like the Justice Society. I thought I read something about like they wanted more of them or something, but they were in the movie the whole time. I don't understand how much more you could have got. I mean, maybe you want a separate movie of the Justice Society by themselves. I mean, I can see that because they were very entertaining and they were in the movie.
Yes.
Quite a bit.
So another thing is the humor. And I definitely like the humor in this. And I feel like I feel like they did a healthy balance. I think this movie did a healthy balance of humor. Not to throw Marvel under the bus, but I mean, I guess I'll just use this as a part or a point to critique. Sometimes, especially this past year, Marvel has gone way overboard with the comedy, and sometimes it's like, oh, okay, y'all gonna keep like. I think they did, and what they did with this movie is they didn't do like a lot of DC movies where everything is dark and dismal. Everything is in black because I'm sad and weary, and this is what DC Comics do. They didn't do that this time. You know what I'm saying? Like everything wasn't dark, everything wasn't dreary, and you could have done that with this character, but they didn't do that. They injected comedy where they needed to, and it was just enough. So shout out to that. So I guess we'll go ahead and go into the dislikes.
Yeah. So just the one that I said earlier about the things that have been repetitive in different comic book movies. But also I was going to say that at first I was confused. I think they could have explained the powers a little better because I kind of had to look it up to figure out how. I was kind of confused about that part of the plot. About how they explained it, like briefly. I guess I didn't understand it.
I guess you want to go more into the lore of everything too. I mean, you got to get your comic book on. I guess so.
You know I guess I'm gonna have to watch some videos. Because
I think they explained it, but I guess you want to go more into like
how does that work? And that's what I mean. Like, how does that work?
Well, yeah, okay. But think about Shazam. Go back to Shazam.
Yeah.
I was like, that should pretty much tell you how certain things work. If you're thinking about certain
yeah. But I just didn't know how it was.
In the before, you trying to go way back.
Yeah.
So you want to know the origin of everything.
Kinda, yeah.
You get your in the comic books then or something.
Yeah, I need to do a little reading.
Okay. Do I got any dislikes? I don't think I do. I don't think I do. I don't think I really got any dislikes. So.
Okay.
All right.
Let's get into our ratings.
Okay. So as I was trying to say, this is our favorite part of the show. But she already said it, so it's the ratings.
I'm gonna give this movie a minus. A minus. Because it's really good good acting, good plot, good protagonist or whatever you want to call them. Everything made sense. Everything was like explained well. I feel like the DC took their time with this movie versus other movies they've done in the past. So that's why I'm giving it that score.
I think I'm gonna agree with everything you just said, but I'm gonna give it a B+.
Oh man, I was gonna give it a B+ too. But then I was just like, no, because it's entertaining. I will watch it again. So, but I did think that.
I done fussed at her about this before.
Oh my gosh.
Stick to the script. We don't do that. We don't flip flop.
I didn't flip flop.
We ain't flipping flopping around here. Flopping and flipping.
Oh my god.
Flopping and flipping.
I'm not.
But yeah, like everything she said, like absolute love the action in this movie. Of course, you come here to see The Rock being The Rock, and The Rock is doing what he's doing. Even with this particular menacing type character, he's still able to show the charisma that The Rock has. Like I said, shout out to Pierce Brosnan and Aldis Hodge. He definitely did the thing as Hawkman, and like I definitely want to see more from him. And actually, there was a big thing that this movie was able to do. I think in this big blockbuster movie, I think shout out to Quintessa Swindell. She's a member of the LGBT community, and I think this was a big major role for somebody in that community. So shout out to DC for that. For doing that. So overall, it's got me excited for where DC can go. And I hope this does big numbers because I like this movie. This is one of the best DC movies or most enjoyable. Maybe I don't want to say best, but I guess definitely more enjoyable movies.
Yeah.
That a DC movie that I think I've seen in a while now. And
since Aquaman. For real though.
It's been a little minute. It's been a little minute. These last couple of ones, I ain't really been feeling too much. But yeah, but I definitely enjoyed this. All right, so if you want to go ahead and do us a favor, hit that thumbs up button. We definitely appreciate it, and it helps out the channel. And if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, bruh, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. We definitely appreciate it, and you can see more videos like this one. And if you want to go ahead and do us another favor, you want to go ahead and hit that button that's shaped like a bell. If you want to go ahead and do that, you'll get notification.
Every time we drop a new video.
Every time we drop a new video. And if you want to go ahead and do us one more favor, you want to go ahead and comment down below. And what should they comment?
What is the origin of Black Adam? That's what I need to know. Somebody tell me. I know y'all gonna tell me, because y'all like to do that.
She want to know, like,
where did he? I understand.
Give us some knowledge of DC characters. Just give us random old knowledge of DC characters. Yeah, that's whatever you know about DC. She want to know about Shazam.
Yeah, let me know.
People getting their power. She want to know all that. So that's what she want to know.
Yeah.
So I know y'all people that be knowing everything. Go ahead, comment down below. Let us know. All right, we appreciate every single one of you. And I guess we'll holler at you.
Peace.
Peace.